Hey, hi, hello, and howdy. I'm Mushmallow, and you're you. Hello, you. Welcome to Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting, where art takes a twisted turn. Join me as we bring to life chilling designs, spooky masterpieces, and we do it all one drill at a time. So like, subscribe, grab your drills, and get ready to create something dark. Let's paint the darkness together. Let's go. Today, you guys, we're going to have some post reviews for you. 3 of them, in fact. The first one comes with a special guest and introducing Leah, the sassy sewer monster.
Hello. Hey, hi, hello, and howdy. You can tell it's me because my nails are busted. Don't forget to leave a comment. Someone forgot that. And if you like to read a certain book by yours truly.
What's it called?
It's called Within My Skin by Leah Marie Brock. It is on Amazon and Barnes & Noble online.
I thought I saw it on Walmart too.
It very well could be, but I would not know.
The things you don't know where your own book is.
Exactly. I just know that I put it on Amazon and I pressed some buttons. This is Raven Diamond Art's Park Bench. It is a 40 by 50. It is currently in the graveyard, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was $35. It is an AB kit. You can see one of the ABs right here, and then this whole little corner down here, the purpley color, that's all ABs.
Is that the only place they were at?
Yes.
Oh,
there's one right here.
One?
There's one right there. I had a lot of fun doing this one, and this is actually going to a soon-to-be not coworker of mine. I'm not getting fired. The whole company's getting fired. But one of my coworkers loves the Grim Reaper and the macabre and death. So I'm giving this to her. She's just paying me for the canvas. Yes, this is Park Bench. I believe we left it unrolled and under some heavy things for about a week, and she's still curly cueing at the edges. It is a lot better now that I've placed all the drills down.
We've taped the borders.
And we've taped the borders, but when I first started, she was trying to stick to herself like this. So it is still a little curly cuey. I didn't have a whole lot of issues with the drills, except for one. I was at war with the M's, which on this canvas, the M's were a really dark maroon. So there's some like right here, a lot through here. I was at war. All right, so I brought them out, and I will zoom you in just a second. So it's color 154. I'll zoom you in and see if I can't show you exactly what I was having issues with. Okay, so let's see. So this one's a good example. Is that in frame? Yeah. Yes. So this one's a good example. It's bent or flattened on the edge right here.
So it's like it's a circle.
Like, it's a circle, but it looks like maybe it fell on its face.
It got flattened.
And I would say with this canvas, maybe 65 to 70% of these drills were like this.
In that color.
In this color. I didn't have an issue with any other color. 310s were fine. All the dark grays were fine. The dark blue was fine. It was specifically 154, this dark maroon. Most of them were flattened like this. And you can ask Sundown and Mom when she would pay attention to me. But I would show them my tray full of trash drills after each pour through.
I'm zooming in so you can really see that flat.
Yeah, and I can see another one right here. Looks like maybe this one right here. Yeah. And see, this one has just a little baby flattening on it. But so many of these were like that. I was at war. So that the rolling and the 154s was really my only issue with this canvas. I love how it turned out. I don't think any of the letters were confusing at all. Yeah, I'm not seeing any that look like they would hurt my tiny little stupid brain. So yeah, the field was clear, the symbols and everything were clear. It's just 154 made me want to do things that would make my therapist send me to a grippy sock vacation. And she's crawling a little bit, but we are going to seal this, and it is going to be framed, and it will not be our problem anymore.
Now, was this, just to be clear, this was a round roll canvas,
Yes.
as you guys saw,
Yes.
as are all Raven Diamond art kits currently. Was this confetti or color blocking?
This was pretty confetti, and I think you can tell even from there, like it's a lot of confetti and mixing and everything. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking to be had in this one, which I don't mind. I like both.
Now, did you I see like a random pixel right here, like a random light one, so that it does have the occasional random pixel, but I see a town or something over here.
Yes.
And I'm assuming maybe a water or
Yeah, I'm thinking either
reflection?
water or grass maybe, but this kind of right here kind of does look like a reflection, and so does this.
How do you feel about the details and how it came out? Do you feel like it looks pixelated, or do you feel like at a viewing distance it all comes together and looks really good?
I think at viewing distance it does come together and it looks really good. Even close up, I think it looks pretty dang good.
Yeah, it must be. I mean, for somebody to want to, buy it from you, I mean, you're not profiting off of it.
No.
They're just essentially buying the canvas from you. You just happened to do the work. You're not getting paid for the work. You're getting paid for the canvas.
If my coworker hadn't wanted it, I would have kept it. So it's not like I went out of my way to buy it and to do it. But I did enjoy it.
It was pretty quick to do. You flew through that one too with all the confetti, I think. And 2 jobs?
Yeah, 2 jobs. I'm dying, you guys. Yeah, I did get through it pretty quick. I did take a couple weeks break every now and then just because I'm tired and I like to sleep a lot. But
when you were working on it.
But when I was working on it, yeah, a section would take maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours tops. And my sections were like, bink, bonk.
4x3.
Yeah, 4x3, bink, bonk.
All right. Any final notes or anything? Would you buy it again?
I would buy it again. And if Raven comes out with more Grim Reapers kind of in the series, I forget what the other one was called, but it was like a Grim Reaper up here and they were pointed and there was a castle and like wheat fields. I did a post review on it. But if she comes out with another one or more kind of in the same vibey series, I will absolutely be getting them.
All right. Anything else you want to tell the people?
Can't wait for dinner.
Okay.
Okay.
Say bye.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, my turn. Don't go anywhere. All right, you guys. So my turn. My first completion for February was this little gem right here. I called it No Glove, No Love. I don't know. I'm goofy that way. In my personal inventory, this was HK, meaning horror or killer, number 12. In that category, 50 in my overall inventory. It's a 40 by 40 not true to size drill field, 24 colors, round drill from Temu. It did not come with special drills, but if it's picking up on camera, I did add some enhancements, and we'll talk about that. I started it on February 3rd of 2025. It took me approximately 27 hours to finish, and it was about 25.6 thousand drills. And again, I did add enhancements. So let's talk about cons. Let's go through the pros and cons, and then I'll tell you about my enhancements. So cons, there were oily feeling spots on the canvas. I mean, there were some parts that felt like a normal, kind of a lower tack canvas, and then there were spots that were downright oily where the drills would just not stay where I put them. They would ice skate around and didn't want to stick at all. It was kind of really frustrating. And there was a lot more pink in here than what I really wanted to do coming off the pink and black event, but it is what it is. This one just felt like a really strong, good way to start love month, you know, with Valentine's Day being this month and whatnot. I thought this was a good, strong start. It got me in the love headspace. Now the pros. It was a quick completion, relatively speaking. The image is very clear. You can see exactly what's going on here. You can see that we have like a version of a Freddy glove with blades. You can see the heart. You can tell there's a wreath around it. You can tell these flowers have really good detail, and even some of the foliage around has really good detail, like the little fairy sparkly twinkly lights. And it was just a really fun spin on horror, making it more Valentine-y. I love canvases that do that kind of twist things up a little bit and turn, you know, Freddy Krueger, for instance, into something love related. I just like that. And I feel like the details overall, you can see his knuckles, his there's like finger joints in here. You can tell the blades, see the details here. And like I said, all these details here, I feel like is A++ on the detail rendering. I gave this one a 5 out of 10 stars because that oily, slippery canvas spots and low tack really ticked me off. Now, let's talk about enhancements. I thought this would be a really good one to use some of my spare like enhancement drills on. What I did is I added ABs along the border of the heart here, and I added them in the knuckle here and in the pink slashes or embellishments on the glove. And then I added silver metallics for each blade. Don't know how well that's going to show up on camera, but I'll get you up close so you can see. You know, those are some metallics and ABs that I added in there. Yep, pretty proud of myself. I really like it. Not so proud of the fact that I started working on this and I got part of the way through and realized, I meant to put ABs there and had to go plucking everything off so that I could replace with metallics and ABs. Now I did put pink metallics in here as well, as you can see right here. Leftover pink metallics. And yeah, I just used what I had here at home. I didn't order anything special. I just used leftovers from prior kits. I think the metallics came from a Rokari kit, and the ABs from, it could have been from any other round kit that I've done in the last couple years. So, but yeah, that's my first completion. What do you guys think? Do you like my enhancements? Did I do okay? I really liked I like purposeful enhancements. I don't like them sneezed on there. I don't like them over too much. I just like them to really kind of stand out and make certain elements pop. And I feel like it made the blades pop, the embellishments on the gloves pop. The gloves? One glove. The glove. And the heart, framing the heart. I had thought about maybe putting some ABs in the flowers here or maybe in the twinkling lights, but I didn't want to overdo it. So what do you guys think? Was this just enough? Too much? Too little? Overkill? Would you have done similar? If you were to enhance this, what would you have done different, or would you have done the same thing? Inquiring minds want to know because I'm nosy. All right, and I got another completion for you. 1 second. And here we have the second completion for February. This one, as you can see, also kind of went thematically with February being Valentine's Day in this month and associated with love and whatnot. Some of you who are paid channel members got to see sneak peeks of the progress of this throughout, and I did sneak it into a couple videos in the background, and some of you keen-eyed people did pick up on it there too, and recalled when I hauled this, and I thought that was really fun. Then I was seeing comments saying, hey, I remember when you hauled this. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for you to do this one. So here it is, you guys. Oh my goodness. It was a handful, and let's talk about why. All right, so this canvas, I had it in my inventory as SC3, so skeletal couple, the third in that subcategory, and it was number 70 in my overall stash. It's a 40 by 85, which is a fairly newer size from Temu. Temu's starting to go bigger and get bigger canvases with bigger dimensions, and this was one of them when they first started coming out with the above average size of 30 by 40. So this was a 40 by 85, 30 colors, round drill. Again, I did get this from Temu. It was $11.48. I started it on February 11th and I finished it on February 20th. It took me in that about 9 days, it took me about 64.25 hours and had approximately 43,500 round drills on it. Whew. This one was also kind of a doozy, and let's talk about why. So let's start with the cons. So the cons, we did have some letters that were similar shade and all clumped together, and usually it was here in the background shading area. 2, Z, 7, 5, and S were all like clumped together and very similar in color, very similar in appearance. I really had to be careful. And then the lettering, where we see the individual scenes here, very confetti heavy, confetti-docious. Was it unnecessary? I don't know. I don't think so, because look at the detail that came from it. But it's worth noting that the entire canvas as a whole, I know this looks like a lot of color blocking, and there were areas of color blocking, but as a whole, the majority of this canvas was super confetti-docious. That's why it took so long to complete it, because it was just, especially the V. The V was very confetti-docious, and so was the O. Those were the worst offenders in the confetti department. As for pros, the imaging is very clear. You might recognize some of these. Like, I have this diamond painting as its own canvas hanging on the wall. Here's the picture in the letter V as a full-size diamond painting. It's a small version. The details aren't real clear. This is actually, I feel like, a little bit clearer on here than it is in the full-size canvas. I think it's a 30 by 40. Which I thought was really interesting. But you've probably seen each of these individual imagery here as canvases on Temu or maybe elsewhere, and I like how they brought them all together and contained them in the letters and spelled out love, because these are messages and depictions of love, and I really did like this. I love the detail here. Look at that. You can tell there's storm clouds in the background. That's crazy great detail. You can tell here, obviously, a skeletal couple kissing. You can tell, a woman embracing a skeleton. A little sugar skull element here, and maybe perhaps like a Grim Reaper looking situation. We've got skull tattooing on her. Just great detail. And then we do have a little bit of a sugar skull imagery here, and she's got, her skull companion there. But beautiful. This turned out beautiful. Initially, I had planned on putting metallics everywhere you see red, but upon reflection, I kind of wish I would have used leftover rhinestones from coasters. I didn't have exact color matches for all the different reds, and I didn't, want to alter it and put in a different color red just to enhance it with a different drill and kind of make it look janky and cheap. So I just left it with all regular drills. But if I had more special drills in the red color family, I 100% would have at least put metallics or ABs, maybe fairy dust, something to enhance the pops of red throughout. but I really feel like this is a beautiful canvas. Sundown really likes it too. I feel like it was a pretty decent balance. I want to say that it was a decent balance of confetti and color blocking, and be that as it may, the confetti was just really painful. It was painful. Worth it, yes, but super painful to get through. The letter E was by far the most friendly. And another thing maybe to note about this canvas is that the way it was printed, the letters, it was as if they wanted us to work, this way. But because of the size and stuff, it was easier for me to work, from E to L instead of top to bottom or bottom to top. I worked from E to L, and I was just rolling as I went to save on space. But I would have rather it been printed, with the letters facing this way, kind of vertically, than have it printed the way it was, so I was reading the letters sideways as I went through the whole canvas. But that's just a little bugaboo of mine. But yeah, you guys, that is the second completion for February. And here's a final look at the first completion I had for February, and you got to see Leah's finish, that she finished the Raven Diamond Art Park bench, but I can't take credit for that. So here's what we have that I did. There you are. So what do you guys think? Do you have a favorite between the two so far? And how do you feel like they turned out? Did I mess this up with all the enhancements, or did I not enhance it enough? Let me know in the comments below. I really do want to know. And then as far as this canvas here, how do we think it turned out? I know a lot of you were excited to see the finish, and here it is. Think it turned out great, and so did Sundown. In fact, this will be going up on the wall very, very soon. That's all I've got for you guys today. I am working on another WIP for February. Hope to have it done before the end of the month and be able to share it with you. You might be surprised what it is, and then again, you might not. We'll see. In any event, I will see you in the next one. Stay naughty.